Hello friends, can you guess where I am? REI. It's only like the 5th time in 5 days that we've been at REI. Still planning for our Alaska trip. Today we bought a map of Mineral King, which we do not need for our Alaska trip. We bought a lens pen so Robert can clean his lenses, an SD holder for all of the SD chips that we have, and I snuck in an extra little jacket that I wanted. But that's not what I want to talk about. Today I want to tell you about this very interesting endeavor that REI has engaged in, which is very courant. Let me show you. REI is essentially having a garage sale in their store, like legitimizing garage sales. You know, they used to always have maybe, twice yearly big sales and have all of their return items and unsold items in the back, and you'd get some discounts. But now they have a permanent display called REI Supply, where you can shop and trade in used equipment that has more, quote, life in it. So for example, all of these little jackets, these are all been used and somebody has, I guess they're on consignment, I'm not quite sure. All of this gear is used gear. It doesn't look used, it looks gently used. All of this gear, gently used. And then you can see, this is like what you'd buy at a garage sale, right? Somebody's shoes. I don't know. It's just a very interesting phenomena of our times. It's a little bit like, buy nothing.
Careful.
Except you're really buying something. So it's very interesting. The supply store at REI. Hello friends, I have an update about the REI resale. So I wanted to make sure to let you know. So I talked to a team member at REI, and he said that the resupply store that is in store at each of the REI retail outlets is fairly new, and this is how it came about. So when people return things, they cannot resell them as new, obviously, and so twice a year they used to have these big garage sales in the back of the REI and REI outlet somewhere in the valley, and it would be just so much stuff and it would all be discounted. But then COVID happened and they had to stop doing that. So then they rented a facility in Manhattan Beach, an entire store that was just an REI garage sale. And so they put all of their items, all of their returned items there, and they discounted them. But what happened was there was so much product being sent to this one location, they could not accommodate it anymore. So they decided that each store would have a permanent resupply, or essentially garage sale, on a daily basis. So that's what we were seeing yesterday at REI, the resupply store, where they are reselling things that have been returned. There's no commission. They have been returned, and they're 30 to 70% off, depending on what the employees at REI think that they're worth. I saw some very nice things that looked almost new, but Robert said he saw some very sort of used things that were also there. So I guess it's the luck of the draw, but that's the story of the REI garage sale, new to REI. Go take a look.